or crust, yeah, that's life.
If you look at That's Life, I mean, to make a consumer show work, I mean, on paper it's quite dry and boring, so you can jazz it up. Having sidekicks helps you.
From the Kent Messenger, the commissioner said the wife was a very neurotic woman with one leg in this world and the other in a world of her own. Between those two legs, she doesn't know quite where she is.
Yeah! That's life.
I never thought of them as co-presenters. I thought of them as reporters, crucial to the success of the show. Absolutely vital.
They are support to the main lead, and they fulfil the same criteria that sidekicks do in drama. They're there to make the person look good, they're there to explain, sometimes they're there to impart information and make sure the show runs smoothly.
Because what we were creating on screen was a sort of family. There was boring old mum sitting there, and the kids.
The co-presenters came from all walks of life.
Hello.
We never advertised.
Good evening.
People wrote to us, people phoned us, people's agents got in touch with us.
Doc Cox. Now, what was Doc Cox's doctorate in, I wonder? Did he study perhaps alongside Dr. Fox in the same institution?
There's Tart of the house and there's Ouzo with tit.
Adrian Mills was an actor, wasn't he? He wrestled a giant snake semi-nude in Doctor Who.
I was working as a part-time debt collector at Earl's Court. I'd been an actor for 10 years, and you know what an acting life is like. You're never quite sure when the next job's coming. I remember phoning my parents, and I said to us, I am the new presenter on BBC One's That's Life. Complete silence, and my mum said, does that mean we've got to watch it now?
The reporters weren't just the voice of the public. On occasions, they were the public. That's Life was one of the first shows to hold open auditions and let the viewers decide.
I was living in Edinburgh at the time, working as a caravan salesman, and I jumped on the sleeper train down to London on the Monday night. The auditions were on the Wednesday morning, and I wanted to get there nice and early because they said they were only going to see the first 2,000 people.
What made you do it?
That's life, Esther. You don't get a chance like this twice in a lifetime, so you've just got to go for it.
The wannabe presenters were put through their paces. Who had what it takes to be a That's Life presenter?
Shows like The X Factor, Pop Idol, and a lot of the reality shows now have become competitions. But I don't doubt for a second that when you look back at what happened in the That's Life auditions, this was the model that they actually based it on.
And the winner is Mr. Kevin Devine.
I really felt like, you know, I was going to start crying, and it was just phenomenal because I was no longer the caravan salesman that had left Edinburgh that morning. I was actually going to be a presenter on a prime-time television show on Sunday night, and a show that was an institution.
Once ensconced, their role was clearly defined.
We were there to support Esther because she was the ringmaster, if you like, and we had all these great stories to tell.
Then it peed on the living room floor and left.
Our role was very much to be the voice and the spokesperson for the 10,000 letters a week that used to come in.
But we would send it to him for small price. 30%. 30% discount. A very special price.
They have different slants on things. They bring their own personality into it. You can split up the storylines.
A gentleman said,
Just take the E to K.
Round to the post office. Fine, I know.
You can have them answering back. You can have them playing roles, in fact.
It's the only way, sir. You think about it.
they were fantastic communicators.
Behaving almost like actors to bring the story to life. So I think the mechanics of That's Life make it absolutely vital to have people like that.
The reporters were part of the show's trademark mix of veg, vox pops and hard-hitting consumer journalism.
Life is light and shade. It was there to entertain as well as inform. I was sent out to interview the contestants for the HMV dog, and I remember I tried to sing to them, that's what I'll do. And they went berserk and they attacked me.
You ain't nothing but a hound dog. Sing all the time.
Occasionally there'll be something I think, I really don't want to do that. I wasn't a great fan of Get Britain singing or leaping out at Joe Public and getting them to sing along. It used to fill me with dread.
Hello, sir. Can you do the twist? Let's twist again. Madam.
The amount of snobbery from some of the grey suits at the BBC about That's Life was extraordinary. It was seen to be well below what they were normally sort of pitching at. But, you know, to be perfectly frank, to hell with them. It actually was about the people that were writing in. It was about the millions of people that were watching and enjoying the programme.
There'd be more than 20 co-presenters in the history of That's Life, but only one star.
Oh yeah, you were always going to play second fiddle on That's Life. Esther Rantzen was the star of the show.
It was Esther as this very powerful woman. I think for a lot of men that's quite an enticing fantasy.
You can imagine her in one of those Emmanuel wicker chairs, with all of those men giving her manicures and things like that. There was a sense that she was kind of the matriarch of this bunch of slightly submissive men.
I was taking the lead role as a woman, and my reporters were men. That made some male television critics uncomfortable.
They were pretty much castrated. They had their nuts in a jar on the desk in front of them, because that's the role of the show.
Actually, I think what that revealed was sexism.
I never felt emasculated working for Esther Rantzen, I can honestly say that. Auto-cuties, Esther's Nancy's, whatever you wanted to call us, to be perfectly honest, it didn't matter. We knew we were doing a good job, we enjoyed doing a good job, and it was really appreciated by the public.
That's Life bowed out after 21 seasons,